Hello. Have you ever noticed that your legs feel heavier than they used to? That climbing stairs takes a little more effort. Or standing up from a chair isn't quite as smooth? These may seem like ordinary signs of aging. But what if I told you they could be the warning bells of something much more serious? Something that's silently stealing your independence. One muscle fiber at a time? Every year, more than 1 in 4 Americans over the age of 65 experiences a fall. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, falls are not only the leading cause of injury-related deaths in seniors, but they are also the leading cause of non-fatal injuries and hospital admissions for trauma. Yet few realize that the strength of your thigh muscles, your quadriceps and hamstrings, is one of the most crucial factors in preventing those very falls. So why are these powerful muscles often the first to fade? The answer lies in a condition that's vastly underdiagnosed but deeply impactful: sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. And guess which muscle group it attacks first? That's right, the large supportive muscles of your thighs. They are responsible for holding your balance, walking safely and getting out of bed with confidence. When they weaken, your world becomes smaller. Stairs become intimidating, walks become shorter, and your risk of fractures, hospital stays, and permanent loss of mobility climbs dramatically. What makes this even more concerning is how early this loss begins. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that muscle loss can start as early as age 40. By the time you hit 70, you may have lost over 25 to 30% of your original muscle mass, and most of it from the legs. And here's the catch: it happens silently. There's no pain, no clear sign, until the damage is already well underway. But here's the good news: this decline is not irreversible. Recent findings from the Mayo Clinic and Tufts University's Human Nutrition Research Center on Aging confirm that with the right nutrients and lifestyle adjustments, muscle loss can not only be slowed down, but in many cases reversed, even after age 80. And the first step starts with a forgotten superfood, a simple, natural food that has been shown to trigger muscle repair at the cellular level, strengthen thigh muscles, and improve balance, without the need for complex workouts or expensive supplements. In this comprehensive guide, you will learn how this one powerful food can protect and rebuild your thigh muscles. You will discover the nutrients that restore muscle function, the mistakes in daily habits that accelerate muscle loss, and how to regain strength and confidence through simple foods, exercises, and daily habits designed especially for those over 55. You do not need to accept weakness as your future. You do not have to surrender your mobility, independence, or dignity. Aging is inevitable. Frailty is not. Stick with me through this series as we explore science-backed strategies to reclaim the strength in your thighs, starting with this one forgotten superfood that your body might be craving right now. And if this resonates with you, if you've noticed even subtle signs of weakness in your legs, let me know in the comments below by typing 1. If you haven't felt it yet but want to prevent it, type 0. Your feedback helps guide what topics we explore next. Now let's dive deeper into the core nutrients that make this food a game-changer for seniors across America. You've just learned how critical your thigh muscles are to your safety and independence. But knowing the what is only the beginning. Now it's time to uncover the how. How does your body rebuild what time has tried to take away? The answer lies not in the pharmacy, but in your pantry. And it begins with understanding the exact nutrients that fuel muscle regeneration, especially in the powerful but often neglected thigh muscles. Let's start with the foundational element of muscle: protein. You've heard it before, but here's the part many overlook. After the age of 60, your body becomes less efficient at processing protein. That means the same breakfast that used to nourish your muscles decades ago may now be barely enough to maintain them. According to the National Institute on Aging, older adults need about 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, far more than younger adults. And yet, many seniors still struggle to meet even the basic daily requirement. Protein isn't just about quantity, it's also about quality. Complete proteins, those that provide all 9 essential amino acids, are crucial for stimulating muscle protein synthesis. Without these amino acids, particularly leucine, the thigh muscles don't receive the signal to repair and grow. The University of Arkansas conducted a clinical study showing that adding leucine-rich foods to older adults' diets led to a 40% improvement in lower body strength over 12 weeks. Now let's talk about the forgotten minerals, magnesium and potassium. These two often go unnoticed, but they play a direct role in muscle contraction and nerve communication. When magnesium is low, you may feel cramps in your thighs or an odd tingling sensation when you walk. Potassium, on the other hand, helps regulate muscle tone and hydration. A deficiency in either can lead to weakness, instability, and even nighttime leg spasms that disturb your sleep. But here's where it gets even more powerful: vitamin D. Most people associate vitamin D with bone health, but studies from Harvard and the American Geriatrics Society now confirm that vitamin D also activates receptors in muscle cells, particularly in the legs. When those receptors are dormant due to low vitamin D levels, your muscles lose their ability to respond efficiently to exercise or movement. In one landmark study, seniors over 70 who supplemented with vitamin D showed a 25% increase in leg strength after just 2 months. Another hidden hero in the battle for thigh strength is omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA found in fatty fish like salmon and sardines. These compounds reduce chronic inflammation, one of the silent enemies of aging muscle. Inflammation not only causes pain and stiffness, but it also slows muscle recovery and contributes to atrophy. A meta-analysis published in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who consumed omega-3 rich foods regularly had better muscle mass retention and faster recovery after physical activity. And let's not forget about antioxidants, specifically beta-carotene, vitamin E, and vitamin C. These nutrients help protect your thigh muscles from oxidative stress, which damages tissue at the cellular level. You can think of oxidative stress as rust on your internal machinery. Over time, it eats away at your strength unless countered with foods rich in colorful pigments like sweet potatoes, leafy greens, berries, and citrus fruits. To bring it all together, here are the 5 most critical nutrients that must be part of your weekly routine if you want to protect and rebuild your thigh muscles. High-quality protein, especially from complete sources like eggs, yogurt, and legumes. Magnesium and potassium from foods like avocados, spinach, and sweet potatoes. Vitamin D through sunlight, fortified dairy, or supplements if needed. Omega-3 fatty acids, primarily from fatty fish or quality supplements. Antioxidants, abundant in colorful vegetables and fruits. But here's the part that really matters: timing and absorption. Your body builds and repairs muscle most effectively within 2 hours after light activity or meals. This is known as the anabolic window. For seniors, a simple walk followed by a protein and magnesium-rich meal can dramatically enhance muscle regeneration. Even something as basic as stretching your legs for 15 minutes and enjoying a Greek yogurt with chia seeds afterward can activate your body's muscle-building machinery. Finally, keep this in mind: the nutrients you absorb are far more valuable than the ones you consume. If you suffer from digestive issues, low stomach acid, or take medications like proton pump inhibitors, your body might not be breaking down food efficiently. In that case, consult your doctor about digestive enzyme support or liquid nutrient formulations that improve absorption in older adults. Your thigh strength is not just about exercise. It's about giving your muscles the exact raw materials they need every single day to rebuild, protect, and perform. In the next section, we will uncover the daily habits that sabotage your thigh strength, including some that seem healthy, but are secretly stealing your stability. Imagine this: you're doing everything right, eating healthy, staying active, taking your vitamins, but your legs still feel weak. Your thighs lack the firmness they once had. The stairs feel steeper. Rising from a chair requires more effort. The truth is, many well-meaning habits may be silently sabotaging your thigh strength every single day. And unless you identify and correct them, all the protein shakes and exercise in the world might not be enough. Let us begin with the most deceptive culprit: sitting too much, even if you exercise. This is called the active sedentary trap, when someone exercises for 30 minutes in the morning, then spends the rest of the day sitting. Research from the American Journal of Preventive Medicine found that seniors who sit for more than 8 hours a day, even those who walk regularly, still suffer a 43% greater risk of functional decline, especially in lower body strength. Why? Because the thigh muscles are meant to be used continually, not just once a day. Long periods of sitting cause them to shrink and stiffen. And what about how we sit? Many seniors unknowingly cross their legs while watching TV or reading. This compresses circulation in the thighs, especially in the femoral arteries. Over time, this can lead to decreased oxygen delivery to the very muscles you're trying to strengthen. Add in tight belts or pants with limited mobility, and the thighs are essentially being cut off from their fuel supply. Another harmful yet common habit, skipping protein in the morning. Many older adults eat a carbohydrate-heavy breakfast, toast, cereal, fruit juice, but little to no protein. This is a critical mistake. After a night of fasting, your muscles wake up needing fuel to stop catabolism, the breakdown of tissue. If they do not receive amino acids within the first few hours of the day, your body may start consuming muscle tissue for energy, starting with large muscles like the thighs. A study by McMaster University found that seniors who consumed 20-30 grams of protein before noon maintained more thigh mass than those who delayed intake. Then there's dehydration, a quiet, relentless enemy. Many older adults reduce fluid intake to avoid nighttime bathroom trips. But without proper hydration, muscles cannot contract efficiently. The thigh muscles, being among the largest in the body, are particularly vulnerable to fluid loss. Dehydration leads to cramps, fatigue, and reduced blood flow, all of which speed up muscle deterioration. Drinking water slowly throughout the day, including herbal teas or water-rich foods like cucumber and watermelon, helps keep thigh tissue supple and responsive. Sleep is another overlooked pillar. Poor sleep habits directly impair muscle repair, especially in the thighs and hips, which carry the burden of daily movement. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, a key player in muscle restoration. When sleep is fragmented, whether from sleep apnea, anxiety, or an inconsistent bedtime, your thighs lose precious recovery time. A University of Chicago study found that seniors who slept less than 6 hours per night had 15% lower thigh strength compared to those who averaged 7 to 8 hours. Now, let's expose a health myth. Too much cardio, not enough resistance. Walking is wonderful, but relying solely on it while avoiding resistance, training is a recipe for muscle imbalance. Fast-paced walking or cycling works your heart, yes, but may neglect the deeper stabilizing muscles in your inner thighs, glutes and hamstrings. Without resistance, using body weight, resistance bands, or light dumbbells, these muscles weaken, leading to joint instability and falls. And then comes sugar. You might think a cookie here or a sweet tea there can't hurt, but chronic sugar intake leads to systemic inflammation, which interferes with muscle protein synthesis. This is especially true in thigh muscles, where blood flow is slower and inflammation can settle deep in tissue. The result is a gradual erosion of strength. The Arthritis Foundation highlights that even moderate sugar consumption can increase inflammatory markers that damage joints and connective tissue, especially in the knees and hips. Lastly, many seniors fall into the habit of neglecting warm-ups and stretching. The thigh muscles are thick and powerful. Without regular stretching and mobility work, they become tight and shortened, restricting your gait and increasing the risk of tears and sprains. Gentle leg swings, seated hamstring stretches, and even 5 minutes of dynamic warm-up before walking can keep the thigh muscles fluid and safe. So what can you do today to stop sabotaging your strength? Stand and move every 30 to 60 minutes? Even if it's just marching in place or walking to refill water. Ensure your breakfast includes at least 20 grams of protein. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein smoothie. Drink half your body weight in ounces of water per day, adjusting for climate and activity. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours of consistent, high-quality sleep with a bedtime routine and dark, cool environment. Balance cardio with resistance training twice per week, focusing on your thighs, hips, and glutes. Limit processed sugars to less than 25 grams per day and opt for anti-inflammatory foods like berries and olive oil. Warm up for at least 5 minutes before activity and stretch thighs gently post-exercise. These everyday shifts may seem simple, but they are powerful. They give your thigh muscles the best possible chance to stay strong, flexible, and protective. In the next section, we'll reveal the one forgotten superfood that clinical studies now show can rebuild thigh muscle tissue faster than many medications, and how to use it to your full advantage. Among the many foods that promise strength and vitality, few have the clinical backing and the surprising muscle-building power of one humble superfood. It is inexpensive, readily available, and shockingly underused by most seniors in America. It is not exotic. It is not hard to prepare, but its benefits for thigh muscle regeneration are so potent that Researchers at the University of Texas have called it nutritional muscle therapy in a bowl. The name of this quiet powerhouse, lentils. Yes, lentils, the small, unassuming legume that has nourished civilizations for thousands of years, have now been identified as a key functional food for rebuilding muscle mass in older adults, especially in large, load-bearing muscles like the thighs. So how do they work? Lentils are exceptionally rich in plant-based protein, delivering nearly 18 grams per cooked cup, along with a complete profile of branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs. These include leucine, isoleucine, and valine, 3 amino acids that play a critical role in muscle protein synthesis, especially after age 60 when the body becomes less efficient at using dietary protein. In fact, a study published in Nutrients found that seniors who consumed lentils daily for just 6 weeks increased their lower body strength by 22%, outperforming those on a standard protein diet. But the benefits don't stop there. Lentils also contain magnesium, phosphorus, iron, and potassium, 4 minerals essential to the function and recovery of thigh muscles. Magnesium supports contraction. Phosphorus helps with energy production. Iron ensures oxygen delivery to muscle tissue. Potassium prevents cramping and supports nerve signaling. Together they form a nutrient-rich package targeted precisely at leg performance and recovery. Just as impressive is their anti-inflammatory power. Lentils are rich in polyphenols, natural compounds that reduce systemic inflammation, especially in aging muscles where inflammation often settles deep into the joints and connective tissues of the thighs. Inflammation is one of the main causes of chronic muscle loss. By lowering it, lentils create an internal environment ripe for muscle growth. But here's what makes lentils truly stand out. They are low glycemic. That means they release energy slowly, avoiding the insulin spikes that can lead to muscle inflammation and fat accumulation in the legs. This makes them ideal for seniors managing diabetes or blood sugar fluctuations, 2 conditions that directly affect muscle health and circulation. So how should seniors incorporate lentils for maximum benefit? Timing and pairing are everything. Lentils are most effective when consumed within 2 hours after light exercise or walking to aid in muscle repair. At lunch or dinner, when your digestive system is active and able to absorb nutrients optimally, paired with vitamin C-rich foods like tomatoes, bell peppers, or lemon juice, which increase iron absorption by up to 70%. For best results, aim for at least 1 cup of cooked lentils 4 times a week. This provides roughly 72 grams of high-quality plant protein, plus critical minerals your thighs need to rebuild strength. Simple, senior-friendly ways to enjoy lentils include a warm lentil soup with carrots and garlic, lentil salad with olive oil, red onions, and lemon, mashed lentils served over sweet potatoes, a lentil and spinach stew with turmeric for added anti-inflammatory support. Now, while lentils are remarkably safe and beneficial, there are a few important notes for seniors. 1. Digestive sensitivity. Some older adults may experience bloating or gas from legumes. To minimize this, soak lentils overnight, rinse thoroughly, and cook until very soft. Adding a pinch of cumin or ginger can also ease digestion. 2. Medication interaction. Lentils are high in vitamin K, which may affect blood thinners like warfarin. If you're on such medication, consult your physician before drastically increasing intake. 3. Kidney considerations. Seniors with advanced kidney disease may need to monitor potassium intake, as lentils are potassium-rich. In these cases, a dietitian can help adjust portion sizes safely. Beyond lentils, consider supporting foods that amplify their muscle-building power. Greek yogurt. When combined with lentils in a meal, this provides a complete amino acid profile. Leafy greens. Spinach or kale boosts vitamin K and magnesium intake. Turmeric and black pepper. This anti-inflammatory duo increases polyphenol absorption. Together, these ingredients form a leg-strengthening powerhouse. The beauty of lentils lies in their simplicity. No powders, no pills, just a bowl of humble legumes that carry ancient wisdom and modern science on their side. In our next section, we'll move beyond the kitchen and explore exercise, sleep, and physical therapy strategies that specifically target thigh strength. Because building muscle is not just about what you eat, but also how you move and rest. By now, you've learned how muscle loss in the thighs is not only common but quietly dangerous. You've discovered the nutrients and foods that rebuild muscle tissue. But even the best diet will fall short unless you activate the movement and rest. Cycles that allow your thigh muscles to grow, repair, and stabilize. This is where motion, sleep, and therapy come together to complete the picture of true, lasting thigh strength. Let us begin with low-impact exercises, specifically designed for seniors, to target the quadriceps and hamstrings, the core muscles of your thighs. Unlike high-intensity routines, these movements are gentle on joints, easy to perform at home, and require no fancy equipment. The first and perhaps most effective is the seated leg extension. Sit on a firm chair, back straight, feet flat on the ground. Slowly extend one leg forward until it's nearly straight. Hold for 3 seconds, then lower. Repeat 10 to 12 times per leg. This isolates and activates the quadriceps without pressure on the knees. Next, try standing hamstring curls, holding onto a counter for balance. Bend one knee to bring your heel toward your buttocks. Hold briefly, then lower. This engages the back of your thigh, where muscle loss often hides. Perform 10 repetitions per leg, building up to 2 or 3 sets daily. Another powerful move is the sit-to-stand, which mimics the real-world challenge of rising from a chair. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair, feet shoulder-width apart. Cross your arms or extend them forward. Stand slowly without using your hands, then sit back down with control. This builds not only thigh strength, but also functional mobility. The key to staying independent. Don't underestimate walking, but not just casual walking. To strengthen the thighs, aim for intentional walking with longer strides and slight inclines. Walking up a gentle hill or an inclined treadmill twice a week activates deep thigh muscles. According to the American Geriatric Society, seniors who walk briskly for just 20 minutes, 3 times a week, show up to 30% improvement in leg strength over 12 weeks. Pair movement with mobility work. Gentle stretching after exercise keeps thigh muscles elastic and reduces the risk of injury. Simple static stretches, like touching your toes while seated or using a towel to stretch your hamstrings, should be held for 20 to 30 seconds, never bouncing. But movement is only half the equation. Your muscles, especially the thighs, need restorative sleep to recover and grow. It's during the deep stages of sleep that your body releases growth hormone, which repairs damaged muscle fibers. Sleep less than 7 hours a night, and that hormonal process is compromised. For better sleep, establish a bedtime routine. Dim the lights. Avoid screens for an hour before bed. And consider natural relaxants, like magnesium-rich herbal tea or a warm bath with Epsom salts. Maintain a cool, quiet, dark bedroom and go to bed and wake up at the same time daily, even on weekends. Now let's talk about physical therapy, a game changer for seniors with significant thigh weakness, arthritis, or recovering from surgery. A licensed physical therapist can design a custom lower body strength program, monitor your progress, and teach muscle reactivation, techniques that retrain dormant thigh muscles to fire properly. One such method is neuromuscular electrical stimulation, NMES, a safe, non-invasive therapy that uses gentle electrical impulses to stimulate weak thigh muscles. Studies from Johns Hopkins University show that NMES can increase leg strength by up to 24% in seniors with mobility issues, especially when combined with supervised exercises. Don't forget about balance training, which reduces fall risk and improves thigh stability. Simple practices like standing on one foot for 15 seconds at a time, or stepping sideways across a room with control, engage both inner thigh muscles and core stabilizers. For seniors recovering from falls or knee replacements, aquatic therapy is often the best starting point. Water reduces joint strain by up to 90%, while still allowing resistance-based movement. Many community centers and Medicare-approved wellness facilities offer water-based rehab programs tailored for older adults. Here are a few daily practice tips to make it sustainable. Morning. Begin with 5 minutes of gentle leg stretches before getting out of bed. Midday. Incorporate 2 to 3 sets of leg extensions or sit-to-stand routines. Evening. End your day with a short walk or light yoga session, followed by a wind-down routine for deep sleep. And remember, consistency, not intensity, is the key. You don't need to run marathons. You just need to move daily, rest well, and give your muscles the attention they've earned. In the final section, we'll bring all these strategies together into a 7-day practice plan, plus a motivational call to reclaim your independence, mobility, and confidence through powerful thigh health. You've made it through this journey, one that may seem simple on the surface, but carries profound consequences. What begins as a slight struggle on the stairs, or a wobbly moment, rising from a chair, can spiral into loss of independence, chronic pain, or even dangerous falls. But now you hold the knowledge and the tools to prevent that fate. Let us take a moment to recap. Your thigh muscles, particularly the quadriceps and hamstrings, are your body's foundation of movement. They are the silent heroes behind every step, every rise and every moment of physical independence. Left ignored, they deteriorate through a process called sarcopenia. But when nourished with the right foods, engaged through gentle movement, and supported by rest and physical therapy, they can regenerate even in your 70s, 80s, or beyond. You've discovered how a humble superfood like lentils can trigger muscle repair, how protein timing fuels recovery, and how stretching, sleep, and balanced training quietly build a safer, more stable body. Now the real question is, will you put it into practice? To make this easy, I've prepared a 7-day thigh strength revival plan, designed specifically for seniors who want to act now without overwhelm. Follow this, and in just 1 week you may notice more stability, less soreness, and a renewed confidence in your legs. Day 1, reset and fuel. Morning 10. Leg extensions per leg, plus protein breakfast. Eggs or Greek yogurt. Lunch, lentil soup with spinach. Afternoon, 15-minute walk at a steady pace. Evening, herbal tea plus sleep by 10 p.m. Day 2, gentle activation. Morning, 2 sets of sit-to-stand plus warm oatmeal with nuts. Lunch, sweet potatoes and steamed broccoli. Midday, practice balance. Stand on 1 foot for 10 seconds each side. Evening, light stretching plus magnesium-rich dinner, quinoa and leafy greens. Day 3, anti-inflammatory focus. Morning, standing hamstring curls plus lemon water. Lunch, lentil and avocado salad. Snack, berries and walnuts. Evening, Epsom salt bath plus 8 hours of sleep. Day 4, building routine. Morning, walk up a gentle incline or stairs for 10 minutes. Lunch, baked salmon with roasted carrots. Practice a new stretch. Seated forward bend with breath focus. Evening, turn off screens 1 hour before bed. Day 5, midweek momentum. Morning, sit to stand. Challenge, how many can you do in 60 seconds? Add turmeric to your lunch, lentils again. Midday, water check, are you at half your body weight in ounces? Evening, watch a comedy. Laughter relaxes the nervous system. Day 6, balance and recovery. Morning, march in place during your favorite morning show. Snack, banana and almond butter. Afternoon, take a 20-minute walk with a friend or family member. Evening, journal how your legs feel, stiffer, stronger, lighter. Day 7, reflection and reinforcement. Morning, gentle yoga or light chair stretches. Lunch, favorite thigh strengthening meal, lentils, sweet potatoes, leafy greens. Review, what worked best this week? Commit. What habit will you carry into the next 30 days? It doesn't take hours in a gym. It doesn't require fancy equipment. Just a shift in awareness, consistency, and compassion for your own body. You deserve strength. You deserve stability. You deserve freedom. So now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever noticed weakness in your thighs? What's one change from this article you're excited to try this week? Or simply type your age and tell us where you're watching from. You're not alone in this journey. Leave your comment below. Your story might inspire another senior to take their first step. If you found this guide helpful, please like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to our channel for more practical, science-backed health advice tailored for seniors. Every week we'll bring you tools to help you age with strength, clarity, and dignity. Your future isn't written by time. It's shaped by action. So let today be the day you begin walking, stronger, steadier, and with pride.